My fellow groids. Yeah, that's probably just the satellites, dude. Oh, they were both on there? I'll have to check it out. Frederick made like a Thomas White Discord server, and Thomas invited me and Dismal to it, and then that guy like spurged out. He just had like a personal issue with it. Got really mad, started like going off on Dismal, got mad at me for agreeing with Dismal on some things, and then got mad at me, like came into the channel afterwards like a upset high school girl fucking. So what are you guys talking about? We talking about me, would you? And he did like a whole shtick. And like I'm not gonna sit around and let some dude just like talk over me. So ended up leaving the server. I don't see that having, any kind of longevity. It's crazy because I didn't really dislike the guy prior to that. He is Bloodsport in all of TW streams so far. Was he bad? Like, cause that was my complaint with him. He was going off on me saying that like he was trying to use World of Warcraft analogies. He was asking me if Dismal came into your World of Warcraft guild and started acting like this, would you have him in your guild? And I told him, well, I don't really care about his behavior. Like, I'd care about how good of a player he is. Like, is he good at the game? Then yeah. And apparently that answer didn't satisfy him because he started like spurging out at me about how allegedly I have no friends, and I don't know. It's one of those situations where like the pot kind of calleth the kettle black, because if there was anybody that's poorly socialized in that channel and it was evident by their behavior, it probably was him. Thomas is too old and boomed out to intervene. Getting so easy spawns here, just constant minecart right on the tracks beside us. I've got a bunch of stuff lined up. I decided to stream today because I've got literally like 20 fucking news tabs and like 5 YouTube videos I've accumulated that I want to review. I've been dealing with some shit in my personal life here where I've basically been getting white feathered in real life. Canada is going through some problems right now, and they're trying to get people to participate. And I don't feel obligated to participate. Hence the stream title. It's not my country, not my women, not my people. Uh, Good luck. That's how I see it. They're real passive aggressive about it too. They were basically threatening me today. I had to go do a delivery, and this lady that had been, reasonably nice to me before was doing that whole directed conversation thing where they pretend not to be talking about you, but they're speaking directly to you. And this lady was going on about how, it sure would be a shame if you had a broken leg for the summer, to the person in front of me. And But she was talking to me, right? Like that little snippet of conversation was intended for me. Just I was doing a delivery the other day and two guys pulled up on one of those kind of it's a side by side, but it's for like doing like yard maintenance, not like recreational stuff, right? It's not like an off-road one for fun. And it was like directed conversation too. Like the guy gets out of his thing and he says to the other guys with loud enough that I can hear it, that's not gonna save you from dying. Like the thing is these people are so scared of dying themselves because they know what pieces of shit they are. I know I'm probably gonna get it better when I die. Stream lagging, yeah, of course it is. Yeah, the lag is very aptly timed. Like this is the yeah, the lag is very aptly timed. Oh well, whatever. This is the Yeah, that's not gonna save you from dying, he says. Yeah, then this lady starts like making remarks about the broken legs. And I told her like, yeah, that's why I quit riding a mountain bike. And she goes, back in my day, King Dave the pig nutcracker. Yeah, like Being X from Tanya the Evil. But she started going on about how back in her day people rode bicycles without helmets and didn't wear any of that sissy shit. Dude, this is like an 80-year-old woman saying this, and it's like, when I say mountain biking, I'm not talking about like, like the baskets on my bicycle, the tassels are on the handlebars, I've got the fucking playing card, clothes pinned into my spokes to make fake motorcycle clacking noises while I ride around. Like, you want to not wear a helmet while you're doing that, fine, but these people, like, if you follow extreme sports at all, like they've evolved and they've gotten like crazy over the years. Like if you compare if you compare mountain biking to if you compare mountain biking today to mountain biking 60 years ago, they're not even close. But like I could really get the impression that the whole conversation was directed at me for it had nothing to do with what she was actually talking about because what they want me to do has nothing to do with riding a motorcycle or a mountain bike, And I think what bothers me the most about the behavior from these people is that I know for a fact, none of them did any of the things they're expecting me to do. I know that. Holy shit, this group sucks ass. None of them did anything like they're expecting me to do. It's kind of like imagine you have roommates, right? Imagine you've got roommates and there's just piles of dishes piling up at the sink. And everybody around you is pretending like, they did dishes, right? They cleaned up, they did dishes. But they can't possibly be true because there's a mountain of dishes in the sink and if everybody had done what they're saying they did, there wouldn't be this mountain of dishes. It would be impossible. Like they're mutually exclusive. Either everybody has done this or you guys are lying to try and get me to do something that none of you have. They're trying to use peer pressure to get me to do something I know none of these people have done. So it's a very odd behavior. Very odd. No, it's simple deductive logic, you know. You can figure out like, oh, this is what you all have done, right? Allegedly. Oh, well then how do we have all these problems then? If you had all done this, then these problems wouldn't exist. And they don't have any kind of an explanation for that. That's good to hear, Dismal. Hopefully you hear something back. No, it's funny. I interact with guys, you know, that are smarter or more fit than me or larger than me in real life. I get like respect, you know, like it's a mutual respect. I'm respectful and I get respect. I interact with like women in particular, and it's just like perpetual disrespect. Like they go out of their way to be disrespectful and nasty. I deliver at another place, and they've got like a loading bay that I have to back the truck up to. And it's like a single stall door, like you can't get more than one truck in there. And the place has these like bellhops, you know, these people that are like running you know, carts full of people's luggage to and from the vehicles. And when I'm there delivering, I get like attitude from the female bellhops because I have God forbid, I have a truck parked in the loading bay. Like that's kind of what it's for, ladies. I regret to inform you. You know, and this is what really, you know, set Frederick off on me because the thing that I was taking issue with primarily with him and Dismal when they were going at each other is Frederick was just taking like low-hanging fruit tier swipes at Dismal with like the "you've got the gook wife, you're a race mix traitor, I'm the real Aryan." And this isn't exclusive to him. This is a thing like all this is the thing that all Wignats do. They'll never give you a pass. You know, they'll never put a line on it and say, "Okay, man, you know, you tried to get a white girlfriend like you tried till you were 40 or you tried till you were 50 and or you know, you tried until white women you know, falsely accused you." Right? They'll never give a point where, you know, it's anything but your fault. They're really no different than tradcucks or libtards where it's always white man's fault with them. It can never be white woman's fault. You know, and they never want to address the numbers. They never want to address that there's for every 100 white women, there's 110 white men. So, how can we all get our trad shield maiden when numerically speaking it's just impossible? If every white man became, you know, an SS officer tomorrow and every white woman, you know, the ideal trad wife, there'd be 10 guys left without anything. And somehow like in their brains, you're supposed to just like contribute, you know, nonstop. Even if you know based like the best predictor of the future is the past, right? So if you know how the past went, you can reasonably ascertain how the future is going to go, you know. If you didn't get a white woman under the way things were, are you going to get one with the way things will be? Probably not. Probably not. You're probably going to be left out again. Holy fuck, dude. That's what you get when some random dude wants to, "Hey, come do keys with me. It'll be fun," he said. Holy shit. Just tanking it in the middle of all of the shit, dude. What the fuck is this? I don't even know what to say. This is fucking crazy. Yeah, Frederick had no substance, yeah. Dude, this is fucking insane. I've never had this boss be such a struggle. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, so I'm getting like peer pressured into doing something I know none of these people have done, and they're acting like very indignant to me. They're basically doing the gang stalking equivalent with directed conversation, arranged environments, secret messages that like somebody walking around and overtly handing out white feathers would do. And I feel no shame about it. I don't. Why would I risk anything for people that haven't, risked anything for me? Now, you get no house, you get no girlfriend, you get no money, you get false accusations, you get your family members turned into Zog bots that get like satellite signals that tell them to, go grief Western Decline right now, say this to them, wear this color combination, arrange these objects like this. And then I'm supposed to like act in a way that benefits everybody but myself. Yep. Yeah, I seen that. No, I mean just go watch. I'm assuming he didn't act any different than he did on the Thomas things. I have a clean mental bill of health, no name. I had to have a psych evaluation as part of my sentencing for asking a girl out, and they gave me a clean mental bill of health. Actually, miraculously, I wanted to get diagnosed. It would have been sweet to get autism bucks or something, but no, clean mental bill of health. So I'm confirmed sane as of a couple years ago, when I was already believing all of this. So perhaps you should take your meds if you think that I need meds. Because the doctors, the authority figures, said that I'm perfectly healthy. Wignats that act like this are all over the place. Yeah, the bourgeois whites in Canada have never done anything to help me. They've hired me for some jobs that amount to making like 25,000 cuck bucks a year, 30,000 cuck bucks a year. What am I supposed to do with that? That's enough for video games, goy slop, and some car parts. I can't. That's not a family. That's not a house. I actually felt bad for my boomer boss. They were trying to get me to take on like no, Kennedy. They just did that once. They tried to hit me with the massive demoralization campaign, and I didn't know what they were doing at the time, so it worked. But Now I know better. Now I know that any woman that comes my way is an agent of the state and not to be trusted, so. I should have just listened to what my dad said when I was a kid, man. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. But fortunately, you know, I half heeded that advice, and I didn't dive headfirst into the shallow end of the pool. Oh, I can't oofy doofy max. It doesn't work for me. They can see the simmering hatred behind my eyes. I'm not able to conceal it, no matter how much of a glib smile I put on. Yeah, no, it's incongruent. It's gotta be you gotta be one or the other. You gotta be oofy doofy or you gotta be a chud. You can't be half and half. I will get into covering some stuff after this boss dies. So why are cigarettes and tobacco propagandized against nowadays? Uh, because they raise testosterone. Somebody fucking grab a candle? Like, holy shit, man. Yeah, I imagine, I don't think, I don't think that, it, I don't think the nicotine increases testosterone. I think what it is like the same way when your body senses your body senses, basically like impending doom and you get that big adrenaline rush, all the endorphins in your body, um, dump to help you survive. I think when you're inhaling smoke, a similar thing happens. Your body senses that it's like in danger, so it releases these endorphins and hormones, and testosterone happens to be one of them. But when you're inhaling like a vapor, that doesn't happen. Would be my guess, because nobody masculine vapes. Yeah, Homath isn't really wrong about anything, but he's like a do as I say, not as I do sort of guy. Very frustrating behavior. I fucked hoes and abused women. You shouldn't know, 'cause that's bad. Sometimes does a lot of unproductive bragging. That's one of his things that he does the most. Okay, so let me pull this over here. As you can see, we've got quite the stack accumulated. Okay, we gotta go past the Gooner tabs. Let's go past the video games that I need to research tabs, and we'll go right into the stories here. Yep, I'm TFL until my casket drop, unfortunately. Whole Math and Goldberg both lying like mad. Yeah, two peas in a pod. Okay, so we've got Florida woman arrested for spraying bear mace at children who were playing with bubbles, cops say. Okay, if you ever see this kind of physiognomy, you ever see this kind of like chin like stuck up through the upper gum line sort of woman, run. Okay? You know, unless she's like wearing overalls and's got like a piece of straw hanging out of her mouth. If you see this in an inner city, you're dealing with a witch, okay? And of course, this ended up being like a racial thing, you know. But at the same, I'm pretty sure she like bear maced some like black kids that were playing in the yard next to hers. But like this is that pure fucking that face spells danger. No, she's a literal witch demon, and I mean that. Yeah, I mean if you watch Satanic TFL's videos or anything, he had a new channel. He has a new channel. I'm pretty sure he commented on my stuff. He's unfortunately, I think he might be one of these gang stalkers because, you know, fortunately or unfortunately for him, you know, I won't be doing anything to put new wheels on a clapped car. Okay, I'm not doing that. No more wheels or tires for me. So, the older women get, the more demonic they become. Yeah, without the guiding rudder of a family and a husband, they just turn really nasty. And I'm betting it
outside
I'm
when their
betting it
neighbor
was
came up to the
I'm betting it was a black people that she bear sprayed because they got the Shibun here to indict her. So she's gonna tell you what's wrong with white women. But again, though, this is like something I've criticized before, where like there's plenty of things that you can take issue with the black community for. I don't think some kids playing in their yard are where you should be targeting your aggressions. Okay. Just like, you know, you shouldn't be getting mad that people are riding a dirt bike in the street just because the guy's black and you're going to throw a tantrum about it. You shouldn't get mad that some black teens are, you know, filming a music video inside an abandoned department store. There's plenty of things you could be taking issue with. These aren't them. You know, you make a mockery of it when those are the things that you start complaining about. So, okay, we got another one here. Fake sell if you wouldn't. I don't know. He's gone through a lot of channels. He just started uploading again. Where was his shit's always very hard to find. He had some funny posts. Here, Dark Warlock TFL. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is his new channel. It sounds the same. He's not talking in this one. Remember Pastor Dabs? Oh, I'm not familiar. He was making me laugh with some of these posts. Raymond thoughts and mind is 100% killing women and children. He has women dismembered in his house for sure. And Raymond accused me of bullying him, okay? I was like joking. I think I was giving Raymond good advice. Okay? Raymond is a fake and is paid by the tribe to make us Caucasians look bad. He's another Shabu Goy. The comments are also him. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. But either way, I like his videos. These short ones, I don't know. I liked his longer ones where he'd talk about women, but I understand if he doesn't want to do them anymore because you just burn out, right? So nice to see him back, though. I like that there's another schizo in this community, and I do say schizo in an endearing, respectful way. Okay, I'm not like Frederick, where I use schizo as in a disparaging way. If I call somebody schizo, it's a compliment because they see things the normies don't. What's it? Dark Warlock TFL. Okay, so it's games news. Okay.
And What
was I have on here?
And Manitoba also remains a province.
I don't know why that's even there. Just closed the tab by mistake. I'm fucking retarded. Recently closed. Oh, okay. Okay, apparently not. Oh, there we go. Here we go. There they are. Satanic TFL makes me look normie. Yeah, thanks. Okay. New video shows this is old boomer white women striking again. Okay. New video shows Judge Hannah Dugin. Dugin, okay, it's the same one. Dugin, isn't that guy from Russia that he's like the Kalergi Plan 5.0 guy. He's got like the next gen, right? Somehow we've got Dugins that are federal judges in America. Now, new video shows Judge Hannah Dugin with federal agents in moment that led to her arrest. She's here fucking admonishing federal agents, okay? This is kind of what I relayed, like my experiences with the court and police and whatnot. My bad experiences with the legal system stemmed from interacting with people like this judge and her little, like, underling protege here, okay? The dude sitting on the bench here is not the kind of law enforcement that ever really gave me any kind of problems. They weren't condescending to me, they weren't rude. You know, they were just they were doing their job in the purest sense of the word, okay? Like it's like a formality. There's like a mutual respect because I'm not making their job fucking impossible. I'm not spitting at them. I'm not making like fast unpredictable movements. I'm not resisting arrests. I'm not going, "I can't breathe. Can you loosen up the cuffs, dude?" Okay? So, yeah, they're not even allowed to do their job because this is their boss. You're out on the beat all day dealing with, like, problem. Suddenly lunges for the taser. Yeah. Yeah. They can't even do their job. Any guy that they arrest, here comes the witch to let them out. I can't put down the cuffs. The pursuit escalates after Flores Ruiz begins running. Okay, like we've got white woman judges just releasing illegals back into America, and like intervening when some actual like a nationalistic white cop wants to do something about it. She'll teach those white boys a lesson, give Whitey the max while Glocktavius walks free. Yeah, absolutely. He is quickly caught and arrested by officers. Yeah, I mean, I guess fat Mexicans don't have the best cardio. Yeah, and she's arrested, accused of obstructing. You know, I agree. And look at this, it's the exact same phenotype as the old woman that was fucking bear spraying kids. It's the exact same woman. The exact same creature. Look at how smug she looks. Yeah, the spiteful hag. Just doing anything she can to, like, fuck it up on her way out. In what world does this have any business being a judge? Would she ever judge herself incompetent? Could she ever arrive at a point where she realized, man, I'm kind of old and stupid and slow. You know, maybe I shouldn't be in a position of authority like this anymore. Nope. It doesn't exactly appear impartial. That's what you look like when you don't marry at 18 and have children. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just very smug for no reason. You know, and this is the other thing. Like with guys like Frederick, you know, they really want to insist that, you know, women just make the best decisions. Like this is what I see all over the place. You know, when people talk about, oh, you know, you don't see hobos with girlfriends. Yes, I do. Look at this guy. Look at he's, you know, minus the face and the neck tats. You know, she doesn't look fat. You know, I think he's doing pretty good, but meanwhile, what are they in trouble for here? Couple called Uber to deliver Narcan instead of calling 911 while their 2-year-old died from an overdose, cops say. Hey, yo, shit! DoorDash me that Narcan, dude! Dude, I need that Narcan pronto, and grab me a bag of Takis and hot Cheetos on your way over, son. Yeah, 49 and 28. Uh-huh. And how's this being accomplished? Drugs? Yeah, William, did you see what the Japanese Prime Minister said? He wanted to institute a use it or lose it policy on women's uteruses. You know, he wanted to have if Japanese women be given like forcible like tubal litigations if they hadn't had a child by the age of 30. He called it the use it or lose it policy. Yeah. Yeah. Use it or lose it. Yep. The type of men that receive a proper age gap girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah. Just so I like this because it's like so yeah, the balding the tubal litigation, yeah. Yeah. State mandated hysterectomies, use it or lose it policy, truly a visionary. Now I see couples like this all over the place. They're everywhere. You can't go anywhere and not see this. Meanwhile, if you're like sober, if you're kind of like hardworking. Yeah, he has a warrior skull. I'm not even criticizing the guy, okay? You know, this is what it's come down to. Like, if you don't have drugs, it's borderline impossible to get a white woman in 2025. That's basically what it comes down to. Like, drugs are the cheat code. You know, and as it turns, we've got a hell of a story coming up here. We're kind of building up to it while we work through the tabs. No, she doesn't look full white. I think she's got like some sort of a fucking feather tattooed on her neck or something. But either way, you know, it's white enough. His fiance, fiance, they're married or on their way to be. Michelle Obama makes first comments after daughter Malia drops last name. Imagine being the first black president and your borrowed children that you got off some of your. Not gonna lie, one of them's kind of hot. Okay, she could be a Ruby Rose if she wanted to. Okay, I hope Obama's daughter is fucking getting railed by BWC on camera at some point in the next couple years. He needs a taste of what he did to America. Marriage is for cucks, bro. Meanwhile, the violent drug dealer just proposes. Yeah. Yeah. Hunter tapped her? Yeah, probably. Yeah, so Obama the big cuck here is just yeah, my kids don't holy fuck. Michelle's turning into the predator. Oh no. But yeah, I mean, you could be president of the United States and your daughters still have no respect for you. They're just gonna like hide that they were ever your daughters. They're gonna change their last names. Like it used to, our first wave like feminism that we had to deal with, like we had women refusing to take their husband's last names or making him take hers. Now we have people's daughters just going, actually, Dad, I'm gonna pick my own last name. I don't want to be associated with you, actually. I was getting absolutely like bombarded with these boomer articles, like this pro boomer articles. The news agencies are really trying hard to get boomers back on board with them, I guess. Okay. 14 unfair stereotypes about baby boomers that need to go. They don't understand technology. How boomers are feeling the heat and they don't like it. Yeah, true. This is an unfair stereotype. The truth is that a lot of boomers have adapted right alongside all the new gadgets over the decades. Boomers are using social media, building websites, and troubleshooting their own devices. Plenty of them are tech savvy. Really? This is what we're gonna start with? Actually, Zoomer Chud, I know how to swipe on Tinder, you little shit. Okay? I'm tech savvy. Meanwhile, gives Dana White $800 plus tip for a pay-per-view event. They're out of touch with today's issues. Yes. Many boomers are deeply engaged in social and political issues, from climate change to social justice. Yeah, those are the problems, for sure. They've been advocating for these things for decades. Yeah, yeah, that's the problem, boom booms. They're stubborn and they're stubborn and refuse to change. Uh, I like how they just choose every picture that they chose of boomers here. It's like some aggressive looking old bitch who no doubt is stubborn and refuses to change. A lot of them have proven time and time. Remember, they were around for the civil rights movement. Yeah, boomers are why you have George Floyd. Don't tell me that they can't change. You're tech illiterate yourself. I mean, yes and no. They don't care about the environment. Yeah, right. We got to really. That's why they import millions of non-whites to your countries because they care about the environment. Dreadful reality. You being older doesn't make you wiser. Yeah. They're financially privileged and don't understand hardship. They literally hit us with the "not all boomers" line. Many of them have faced recessions, housing market crashes, and struggle with retirement savings. Yes. Right. They have no idea what it's like to be young today. Yeah, I mean, you don't know what it's like to be black. We don't know what it's like to be women, but somehow boomers know what it's like to be young in 2025. Dude, I'm in my 30s and I don't even really know what it's like to be young in 2025. I know I'm out of touch. And yet boomers think that they've got like, they know exactly what's going on. Don't underestimate me, you whippersnapper. They're self-centered and only care about themselves. Right. That's a dude. That's a bangable boomer. Stop. Stop right now. Dude, every one of these pictures of like a female boomer that they put in this ad, like I don't know if this is kind of like is this I don't know. Is this like a self-aware ad where they're like, this is all tongue in cheek. Like, let's put a picture of the sassiest, most annoying looking female boomers for each one of these ads while pretending we don't think that this is the case with each of these. No man solo pictures, only female or couples. Yeah. They don't understand mental health issues. Yeah, because the women were all doped up on Quaaludes, and the men all were taught that talking about your feelings is gay. And here we go again. They're always lecturing younger generations. I wish this was the case. I wish every young woman had a 70-year-old bitch fucking ball and chained around her ankle, fucking just nagging her and like telling her how to be a woman 24/7. You're never gonna get a husband acting like that, you dumb cunt. Perfect. They're out of touch with modern relationships. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this depiction. we just got this fucking old roasty fucking like this is her daughter or son, and look at her. The people in the background, like they're in their fucking 20s and she's still like lurking dashboard style, right? She's just missing the Scuzzmax, right? Like she needs her 5 o'clock shadow and some saggy pants, dirty shoes, and a big hoodie to hide in. Okay, was she doing demographic research on her own children and their partner? Why does she like? Why is she acting like this? And they just normalize this. Like they put a picture here and it's like, actually, boomers have lived through marriages, divorces, and everything in between. That makes it okay when they eavesdrop and interfere with your relationship, Zoomer. Imagine picking this picture, choosing this picture and thinking, this is okay. This is normal. This boomer isn't doing anything wrong. imagine, imagine this image reversed. Imagine it gender swapped. Imagine instead of an old boomer woman here lingering around the corner, imagine it's fucking Hammerhand. Imagine Hammerhand fucking peeking around the corner at like some young whippersnappers while they're like about to get it on. All of a sudden, it's not so normal, huh? All of a sudden, all of a sudden, we get the true image, okay? Yet, when it's this old bitch here, now it's acceptable. Now it's normal. She's just trying to help. No new ideas. She looks like fucking Bryce Mitchell when he was fighting John Silver or whatever, throwing up the X before getting fucking slept, unfortunately. Boomers are completely resistant to new ideas, okay? Boomers will believe some ancient authority figure that has been lying to them for 50 years over their own flesh and blood. You can't teach a boomer fucking anything. they, they don't support diversity or inclusion. We got our one based boomer here. One one boomer, he hears DEI or inclusion, he fucking crams a finger in each ear, frowns and squints at him. Fuck you. I wish this were the case. I wish that they didn't support these things, but they do. These people all worship women in the workplace and everything else. They're bad with money and spend it recklessly. I think a lot of us grew up with boomer mothers buying a new kitchen every 5 years. We gotta have new appliances constantly. Oh, time for a new boat. Meanwhile, like they're lecturing their children that can't afford to move out. Okay, I don't care about what boomers regret. See what I mean? They're piling them on here. 15 myths about baby boomers debunked. We're debunking this boomer hate. What do we got here? Technologically illiterate. They really got to let you know that boomers are like at the peak of everything. Okay? That they're on top. They're tech savvy. How long until we have a boomer hacker character? You know, it's gonna be Mr. Robot, but he's gonna be 80 years old and he's gonna be puffing on the oxygen tank in between strokes at the keyboard while he busts into the Federal Reserve and edits bank accounts for his criminal enterprise. Yeah, boomers also allegedly built the intercontinental ballistic missiles, and now they can't find anybody to repair it. So nobody knows how it works anymore. The boomers that are still around are useless. They can't even maintain technology that was constructed of their generation. Retired. Some boomers never thought about retirement. They just thought the gravy train was going to be going forever. Feel bad for them. They lack diversity. They're resistant to change. That boomers are wealthy. That they're dependent on government support. That they're unhealthy. Studies have shown that baby boomers are healthier and more active than previous generations at the same age. I don't believe that for a second. This is the exact same article. They added one more and put in new pictures. Yikes. Why should we have to downside? How boomers became the victim generation. Baby boomers have nothing to complain about. Bumper pensions, free university education, house prices that have gone through the roof. Some of them even got to see the Beatles. This is the idea that's caught fire over the last 20 years, a period in which the debate about inequality in Britain has been reframed as a tug of war between generations. Boomers, the post-war cohort born between 46 and 65, are blamed for hoarding wealth after winning the economic lottery. The losers are said to be Generation Z and Millennials, who face sky-high mortgages and record-breaking rents, stagnating wages, massive student debt, and outrageous student loan repayments, plus an unstable jobs market. Yeah, don't blame the boomers. Don't blame the boomers for fucking things up. John Griffiths, 80, insists his generation is in fact supremely generous. They're not supreme gentlemen, they're supremely generous and shouldn't be discriminated against for having done well. It's a gimmick in the financial media to blame the boomers, he says. It's not our fault property went up the way it did in the 60s and 70s. You voted for it. What are you talking about? The rise of boomer bashing. I wish people were actually bashing boomers. Boomers have rigged the game in their favor. They didn't really do anything to dispel any of this. They just pulled some boomer out of their ass to go, actually, no! I'm a supreme human being! Hear that, little zoom zoom? Not our fault, not our problem. Yeah. One last loogie on the floor before they close the door and leave. Great. Thanks, boomers. now, now they're trying to split off from boomers, okay? Young baby boomers are actually classified as Generation Jones. That may be why 47% don't relate to their stereotype. Oh, I'm not actually a boomer, you know. I mean, I walk like a boomer, I quack like a boomer, I am a boomer, but actually I'm Generation J. Generation J. Yeah, yeah, good point. Nice catch. Generation Jonestown. Yeah, another good one. A large percentage of baby boomers don't relate to their stereotypes because they identify as Generation Jones. Have you ever heard one of these fucking people refer to themselves as Generation J? Ever? I've never this Generation Jones things. I've never heard of this. They just pulled this dude. They found the hottest boomers they could possibly obtain here for this article, right? Like not just one boomer, but like two boomers. This boomer here on the right, she looks better than most 20-year-old white women do nowadays because they cover themselves in tattoos and hang fucking metal out of their faces. She's managing to mog at 70 years old. 15 jobs boomers started before age 16. No permits or complaints allowed. Yeah, I mean, getting a job in the fucking getting a job back in the day when you could like actually get one as a kid probably helped. You know, you get a little exercise, you get a little practice before you have to do the real thing. This one's fucking crazy to me because I'm a little bit of a King of the Hill fan. You know, Dale Gribble's my self-insert. I thought it was, wholesome. I thought it was an okay show. And then you get a news article like this that really just makes you reconsider the whole thing. As it's like, police consider whether King of the Hill actor's sexual orientation played a role in his killing. And it's like, oh, so the guy who played John Redcorn that was cucking our beloved Schizo on King of the Hill just happened to die in a homosexual three-way lovers quarrel. Wow. That's a hell of a way to end his saga, God. That's a nice touch. Negan looking rough. Yeah, Negan with AIDS. Joss's husband has claimed the person who killed the actor yelled violent homophobic slurs before opening fire. Based? Well done. A day after the shooting, San Antonio police issued a statement saying they had found no evidence whatsoever to indicate that this murder was related to his sexual orientation. Texas does not have separate hate crime charges, well, unless it's involving a Jew, I'm sure. But if homophobia is found to have been a motive in the shooting, it could result in a harsher sentence at trial under the state's hate crime laws. The hate crime laws are actually so insane, right? It's like, you shoot someone in the head, it's bad. You get however many years in prison. If you call someone the N-word while you shoot them in the head, or the J-word while you shoot them in the head, then it's somehow worse. Like, calling them a word while killing them is like, it aggravates the event somehow. Like, it's the word is actually worthy of increasing the sentence. It's not just trumped by the act of actually hurting them. Very odd stuff. People freeze when you use it. It's like a verbal taser. Turns out women like dating younger too, a new major study shows. Imagine being a retarded academic faggot who gets to sit there and collect funding to run studies like this when everybody already knew this. Everybody can go, oh, she was fucking her 12-year-old student while she's married and has a husband at home. I guess women like little boys. Oh. Oh, shocking. But here we've got the authority figures here to clue us in, let us know what's going on. I think that this is aimed at millennial roasties, though, millennial men are not gonna marry the majority of millennial women, so they're gonna try and push these women into making it fashionable. Date a little Zoomer. You can date a Zoomer. You can bring him Dino Nuggies while he plays Fortnite. Yeah, please pawn the millennial women off on Zoomers. That'd be much appreciated. This is actually kind of good. I appreciated seeing this.
Of a vote. The ayes have it. First, a party vote's been called for.
Mr. Speaker.
A party vote has been called for. There's a process here.
Pāti Māori.
E ono ngā pōti e whakahe. Hawana! Whakakamanu whiriti!
He's got the exhaustion. Look at him. my face when the DEI Maori woman starts doing the haka. Oh no. I'm glad. I'm glad they actually like suspended them, right? Like that's good. No. I don't have much respect for Parliament, but I have even less respect for hakas. Just the bewilderment on his face, like the boomer's face when he realizes that maybe the multicultural experiment is not working.
The House is suspended until the ringing of the bells. The gallery is to be cleared.
The gallery is to be cleared. Yeah, you just need a killdozer to like slam through the wall and push all these people out of here, honestly. We'll be right back after a commercial break. The haka is about eating you after they kill you. Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me. This also blew my mind. Like this shows how far Canada has fallen. For some reason, I'm getting recommended news articles written. This is on MSN.com, but it's written by an Indian, and it's talking about Indian debt laws. Like, why do I care whether Indians are held responsible for their parents' debt in India? Why would this even be recommended to me? Why does this article even exist in English? Like, just fucking slop. Yeah, I mean, obviously I live in New India. I know the answer, right? But, like, this illustrates how bad it is. Okay, again, we've got like old women, and they may as well just have a big giant stamp on their forehead that says "I am a fucking retard." Okay, Dance Mom star Abby Lee Miller sues hospital claiming doctors left a catheter in her abdomen for years. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but like I had kidney stones. They were not fucking pleasant. The idea of having anything crammed up my fucking pee hole is not. I can't imagine it feeling good, and I can't imagine like forgetting that it's in there. Yet somehow, somehow you walked out of the hospital with this catheter in, and then you lived your life for years. And just now you're coming out to Me Too this guy and go, you forgot the catheter in my snatch. You left my urethra stuffed, you chud. You owe me money. How do you forget a catheter? How does it get left in there for years? How does the anesthesia not wear off in a couple days? You go, doc, something feels strange. I think there's a problem. My piss is fucking not coming out straight. It's spraying all over the place. You couldn't tell? How can you not tell that you had a catheter in for years? Women sometimes forget about their tampons for weeks. Yeah, meanwhile, they'll tell you size doesn't matter. Foreign objects just getting fucking lost in there. I expect to see a lot of this too. You know, I'm expected to do this for like free. You know, but here we go. I'm a 29 and I moved in with a 90-year-old. It only cost me 150 pounds in rent. The householder's family, okay? So basically what they're doing is they've got, I don't know what the fuck happened to this article, but yeah, okay. They hired some fat Indian bitch. This boomer woman, this is the generosity of boomers, okay? Rather than like, you know, giving back to their community, they're gonna hire live-in Indians with extremely subsidized rent to live in their house instead of just getting a fucking life alert bracelet. That's a man, yeah. Imagine forgetting something inside your body like you left your car keys somewhere. Yeah. The Last of Us girl build. Oh no, man. The Last of Us girl build is coming up in the next article here. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought this was ridiculous. I need a Jeet to live in. A Jeet and a roommate Jeet. Wipe my bum. You know, free rent. This one was just fucking funny. Fan hit by falling debris at Dodger Stadium, says cops first asked about his immigration status before he got care. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall for this. Manuel Gomez Ruiz Bandejo gets hit with a girder that just falls down from the ceiling. And he's fucking laying there on the ground begging for medical attention, and up comes Officer Cuck, and he squints at him, pushes his glasses up and goes, "Papers?" "Papers? You supposed to be here, bud? Let me see your papers." So, I don't know. I've done some police bashing. Sometimes police do funny stuff. So, I can't bring it myself to hate them all the time. You know, but yeah, sometimes they're definitely out of line. I just think that's fucking funny. You got your papers. He was expecting medical attention. Instead, he got immigration audited. Can you ask for help in English, or do I have to call ICE? 30 reasons why being an older mom totally rocks. I like how they chose 30 reasons. Almost as if age 30 is what we're calling older mom at this point. Your finances are more stable. Your relationship is secure. Having a baby won't throw a wrench in your career. You can focus more on the kids. Your kids will keep you youthful. That's such like a vampiristic way to think about it. Like, I'm gonna have kids when I'm older because they'll keep me young. Do you think that that's a one-way exchange of energy, even if it was true? You're gonna turn your children into wrinkly fucking boomer raisins. Okay, they're gonna skip right over being children. Your kids get to have an autistic superpower. Yeah, true. You'll have more motivation to stay physically fit. Your life experiences make you wiser. Other women are also being retarded bitches. You're in good company. You won't miss out socially. You can party in your 20s and take random dicks. You're making less of a sacrifice of dicks. You're more intellectually equipped. Yeah, oh yes, I know that's for sure. Women just keep getting smarter and smarter. The smartest people I ever meet are these old ass women. That's why they're all these inventors and everything else, right? They've given the world so much. Yes, old women are known for being more patient and flexible. They're confident. Yes, they're less stressed. Yes, it may extend your life. Old women have a better attitude. Your child might be smarter. Yeah, I mean, the guy in chat saying your kids get to have autistic superpower. They actually put that on the list. Your child might be smarter. Yes, there's a 10% chance that your child's smarter and a 90% chance that they're a retard. Women see those odds and like smack the button like it's a fucking slot machine and they're a boomer. Hit it again. I just, yeah, craziness. Here's the real, okay? Somebody was saying that other girl was the fucking was the girl from The Last of Us. No, here's the girl from The Last of Us. And once again, this was an insane story, okay? Family of teenage girl allegedly tortured and murdered by man she met on Grindr sues app. Okay? Like there's so much wrong with this. Okay, imagine this. Okay, maybe it's a guy. I think it's a girl because of the hands, to be honest. Just an ugly girl. Yes, that's the gay app. That's what I mean. There's a lot wrong with this story, okay? Oh, yeah, on Grindr, yes. Exactly. Right? So, this is who she met up with on Grindr. And apparently, they also had like a girlfriend or something. So this guy and his non-white girlfriend are on Grindr, meeting up with teenage girls maybe. And yeah, she got grinded. So sorry to hear this, you know, but like this guy had better luck. this is what I imagine. Nah, I mean, that's about what my hair looks like. That's kind of where the similarities stop. Yeah, this guy probably had more success on Grindr than he would on Tinder. He met more girls on Grindr than he did on Tinder. And this is also the accusation where it's like, this is another thing that I was trying to tell Frederick is so many white women are gay. Like they identify as like LGBT. And how do you like how can you look at this and conclude that I'm wrong? What is this? This is teenage girl on Grindr trying on a gay man website trying to find older guys? I don't even know what to say. This one's fucking funny too. Brazen squatters watch television in retiree's home while he gives news interview.
A criminal squatter living in your house, Adrian. How does that feel?
This is exactly it. I mean, I'm just an ordinary citizen and I'm being forced to share my house.
When Adrian opened his home to Rob as a way to earn extra money on Booking.com, he never expected this.
What are you doing still asleep, by the way? It's like midday.
I want to pour.
Imagine that. Some boomer thinks he's, you know, you're going to pay his mortgage. And you just set up your gaming cave in his basement, sleep in till 7 in the afternoon. News agency lady comes in, you just call her a nigger and tell her to fuck off. I don't want to talk. You roll over, bury yourself in bed sheets. Like, stop invading my goon cave.
Every landlord is at risk of this happening to them. I'm absolutely living the nightmare, yeah.
Adrian's a single retiree. His home in Ipswich, west of Brisbane, and his elderly mother meant the world to him.
My 96-year-old mother her health has been deteriorating.
He flew.
This guy got son husbanded so hard. he turned gay. I'd almost guarantee that's what's happened here.
To Melbourne to say his final goodbye to her, and when Adrian returned home, he'd lost his house too.
Yes, well, I got back last night. Now, I'd locked my bedroom. The son had gone in there and occupied it. He came up to me and pinned me against the wall.
I think that's this gay boomer's, like, fantasy. I don't think the NEET pinned him against a wall or anything.
Things are a bit...
I don't think that happened. I think he just fucking moved in. Like, actually, no, Boomer, I'm not gonna pay you. Yeah, Boomer, you were lagging me during my my game of Rainbow Six Siege. Okay, you're not getting your rent money this month. Okay, it's not happening. You were lagging me.
What, living in your house, Adrian?
I don't like when you play ads like this or you play like news articles like this. It doesn't have the intended effect. I look at this situation, I just think this is so fucking funny. You know, like, I don't look at this guy and think like, oh, this young man is a disgrace. He's just awful. Zoomer Chad dominates Virgin Boomer. Yeah.
And how does that feel?
This is exactly it. I mean, I'm just an ordinary citizen and I'm being forced to share my house.
When Adrian opened his home to Rob as a way to earn extra money on Booking.com, he never expected this.
What are you doing still asleep, by the way?
You know, these people whining about the stay-at-home sons. They should be thankful the sons staying in their home is actually theirs. You could end up like this boomer if you're not careful, and you're gonna have stay-at-home sons that aren't even your kids. They're just gonna move into your house. Uh-oh. He keeps me up all night gaming. Sleep until the nightmare ends. Yeah. He doesn't even look their way while they're talking about him, just watches TV. The news crew moves in too, yeah. You can make great reality television from this. You know, this would be like you know, Sam Hyde's like fish tank squatter edition, right? Because the boomer could then let you move into his house and you could just film what like the squatter is doing all day, right? Okay.
Corvette engine in this
I'm sure you guys wonder why I clicked on this video, right? It's a real mystery. But this is also the problem. This is what I hate about hobbies. Like, there's no male hobby where this isn't happening anymore. Yeah, I mean, Thin doesn't have fucking tattoos. Wow, does such a thing still exists? Amazing. Yeah, peak neuron activation. Yes, she does pretend to be a mechanic. And this is the problem. It doesn't matter if it's World of Warcraft. It doesn't matter if it's fucking automobiles, any kind of male hobby. You don't even really get to go into and establish yourself anymore. You're gonna have some like girl like this that pretends as if she's superior to you. Yeah, she probably has tattoos somewhere. Yeah, maybe, but she's reasonable enough to get them in places where they can be concealed.
goals for this video. This engine
Okay.
basically buttoned up the engine, torqued everything.
I don't really care about that. She doesn't even know what she's talking about. But what I wanted to illustrate here is that she's got a team of doofies in the background.
Yes, today we have Brandon from 840 Customs. You guys have seen him here before.
We got the doofy squad here, hoping for a crumb of pussy. If, you know, they're gonna do thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars of free labor on my behalf, so that I can LARP as a car girl and collect ad revenue.
Here we are, we got Cody too.
And every single time, the doof troop as well. You know, oh, they're not getting anything, yeah, just a sniff, milady. they're both probably fucking beating each other up. You know, like they both diving on her stool to sniff it when she goes to the washroom. They get in like fights over it.
Here to help, we have some experts here. They all have taken engines out, put them together, so I feel like I have a lot of awesome help to get this thing in. And we have this plate, which is made specifically to lift the engine from the valley, and we're gonna try to sneak after many damage or over.
And I've clicked on a lot of these channels actually, because you know my neuron gets activated. You know, I'm curious, will my biases be confirmed? And it's every time, every single time, it's the same shit. They have a whole like pit crew of doofies there, like slapping their shit together like it's fucking NASCAR, so that they can LARP. The comment section's full of cucks defending this. I can't wait to hear it roar, says Bruce Banner, the Hulk. Too short. Video-wise, yes. She's like a nerdy-ish 10, like a model. Probably doesn't know it. She's good. He really this boomer thinks she doesn't know she's attractive. Let's look at the thumbnails and find out whether she doesn't she doesn't know she's attractive. That's why she puts herself in front and center in every single thumbnail. Yes, wearing tight clothing because we don't know that we're attractive. Uh-huh. She doesn't know. She's just so naive. Looks like she transitioned to cars from bikes. From bicycles. More money and more simps that way. Fuck, she looks rough in that thumbnail. She looks like 5 out of 10 there. She started Nord maxing at some point along the way here. But yeah, every hobby is just fucking ruined. They're all like this. Let's check the community posts. Ah. Uh-huh. Wow, thank you for the 1,000,000 subscribers. For all my incel viewers on Valentine's Day, hey, well, let's do a role-playing date. Here's my doofy.
Good evening, ma'am. Right this way.
Wow, this is insanely cringe. LMAO, girl, you're too funny. I can't. But yeah, I seen this and I can't not mention it because it's just fucking insanity. Gothic Pagan 666. Yeah, Gothic Pagan is here to coom. Okay. You know, I might think Pyramid is like a backstabbing little Jewish fag, but one thing that Pyramid was right about was, I forget if this was his observation or if he just parroted something Dashboard said, but one of the things he mentioned was that you can be, like, if you're a Mexican guy, you can hawk, like, you know, rotten kumquats, rotten fucking mangoes out of the back of your truck on the side of the highway, and people will be going like, oh, you're such a hard-working family man, like, you know, you deserve the world, like, you're out here, like, hustling and grinding and never getting up. And that came to mind when I seen this.
Welcome to Goma, the capital and largest city of the North Kivu province in Congo in the post-war era.
The road is in better shape than in Illinois, dude. Same. It is. It's in better shape than here. Maybe it's because they don't drive. Maybe it's because it's like they don't have like season cycles there. There's no toggling between winter and summer, and none of the vehicles weigh more than like 1,000 or 2,000 pounds.
In a world of modern transport, many people still rely on simple, handmade machines to get by. From wooden scooters to gravity-powered carts, these humble rides are not just tools, but a testament to resilience. In the streets of Goma, eastern Congo, a simple but powerful wooden machine
2025, we have invented the wheel.
Dominates the roads. The Chikudu. Unlike cars or motorbikes, which are expensive,
They're getting it. They got 4 guys stacked on one fucking like little moped, and he's towing 3 of these things behind him. These guys are having more fun riding their Inspector Gadget bikes than you Rodder incels. Who's really winning? And like, what blows my mind, dude, about this is that if, like, this is purely like performative shit though. Like, you're telling me that this is the best you could come up with to like transport shit on? Like, why not build a wagon or a trailer? Like, why did you have to build this like knockoff like rocking horse tier motorcycle scooter thing?
and require fuel. The Chikudu is affordable, practical, and built entirely by hand.
They're talking the AI narrator. The AI narrator says that the Chikudu doesn't require fuel. Meanwhile, it's getting towed around by a fueled vehicle.
It's a lifeline for local.
Loaded up with Fanta soda. we gotta get this shipment. This is what my Walmart delivery guy is gonna look like. He's gotta drop off my fucking pallet of soda on his Chikudu. No tip.
Local traders, farmers, and laborers, allowing them to move heavy goods across long distances where motorized transport is unreliable or too costly. Riders skillfully push these wooden scooters.
They skillfully push the scooter. The homeless person skillfully pushes the shopping cart. Okay? Skillfully pushing it. Like, this isn't no carts of darkness, okay? These guys are getting mogged by carts of darkness. And that guy's an alcoholic.
Expertly balancing enormous loads as they navigate the bustling streets.
What I've noticed is that these things don't have brakes. Imagine some, like, African flying down the street at you on his Chikudu. It's loaded up with 800 pounds of fucking 2x4s, and he's got no fucking brakes. None. You're gonna end up like that girl that Francis Ngannou smashed into on his motorcycle.
Each Chikudu is handcrafted using primitive tools and locally sourced materials.
I like how there's one guy is like shitting out Chikudus, and then there's how many people are sitting around doing nothing while the one guy is like manufacturing Chikudus. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 grown men sitting around doing nothing while one guy makes Chikudus. We won't count the women and children, but we could.
These Chikudus take 1 to 3 days to build and last 2 to 3 years.
The 110 IQ black guy is being leeched for all his worth? Yeah, absolutely.
Due to its strength and durability, the frame platform
We need to import these Africans. Who's gonna build our Chikudus if we don't have them?
Form and wheels are made from eucalyptus wood. The process begins with chopping and shaping logs using basic...
I wonder if he's incel? Yeah, probably. I doubt those are his children.
tools like axes, hand saws, chisels, and hammers. The wheels are carefully carved into thick, rounded shapes and attached to the wooden...
Pretty creative, to be honest. I mean, I just don't even know, man. Are we calling this creativity at this point? We could, but...
axle, which allows...
It's like this whole thing was designed to counteract the narrative that they never invented the wheel. Like, this is just... Some, like, NGO showed up here, like, gave these guys some, like, IKEA tier blueprints. And was like, start churning these out, we're gonna film you and we're gonna cure racism by showing you inventing the wheel. Like when they claim monkeys are like starting to use hand tools and that, you know, that's proof of evolution. Look, he has a hammer.
Smooth movement. Unlike bicycles, the Chikudu often has little to no metal bearings. Only wooden joints held together with nails and pegs.
Yeah, the Flintstones already did this Build Back Better, yeah. That's enough of that. I wanted to point this out too. I'm a tooth cell, right? So occasionally I watch the Bentist clips when I come across them because every once in a while there'll be somebody on here that, you know, makes me think maybe I don't got it so bad, right? Watch this, boys.
I got my dad's face card, but also this rare tooth condition. Oh my...
I still would though. You know what I mean? Where are the tooth cell girls at? She'll get implants for free. Yeah, so she's got Dentinogenesis imperfecta type 2. She's just British. What's the problem? I know they don't want me, dude. The tooth cell girls are hiding from me. It's over. But yeah, I mean, what I wanted to point out is that the comments, right? We've got the insane cock blocking and like attacking people in the comments, right? I remember a girl who used to study with me at school. She had the same condition. Her teeth were so small and yellow grayish. I have that too, and it makes me very insecure. Don't be. You are actually gorgeous if it's your photo as profile picture. That's Yoon Seon, a K-pop artist. Someone says him complimenting her as cringe, and then somebody else calls him a creep. Yeah, telling some girl she's not hideous because she has fucked up teeth warrants people dogpiling you. And I mean, we all see what the guy's getting at here. You know, he's trying to like he's in the YouTube comments trying to find a crumb of pussy anywhere he can locate it. And but he gets fucking attacked. You know, we live in a world, women have done so much damage now to the social contract. Like, women are why everything is getting so fucking nasty, because you not only can you not be nice to women, okay, you don't want to be nice in general because then you get dogpiled by these people. These people come out of the fucking woodwork to fucking attack you. Oh, you complimented a woman? Fag, simp, cringe, creeper. It's not enough, you know, they're justified in attacking you. punishing you for your good deed. She's super pretty and her teeth look kinda cool. Fuck, man. Women just get the pass with everything. Her father somehow got this shit. Her father somehow managed to reproduce with this tooth condition too. He must have been Richard Ramirez pilled. You know, it was dark triad or otherwise good looking enough that, you know, women will just make Reddit posts about him. My husband never brushes his teeth. They're transparent and brown. I keep telling him to brush, but he just grins at me and swishes another Mountain Dew around his mouth. What do I do, sisters? Oh, my husband does the same thing. He's 6'5", so he can't... He thinks I can't smell his nasty breath, but I so can. Okay. Holy fuck. YouTube is just trying to cuck me. They're getting mad at me for using an ad blocker, and they've been telling me that I should start using Google Chrome where ad blockers don't work. No, this is only YouTube. This is just YouTube being pissed. Everything else is fine. Like if I go to Google, instant. Right? Like it's they're mad about ad block. I gotta like update my uBlock origin or something.
Orlando Police, this is Ray Maya on a recorded line.
Hey, is it possible to get information on the police officers who were hooking up with Casey Anthony?
Because I knew I always wanted to be.
I find it funny that he's watching these Caleb Hammer clips too. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, there were a bunch of cops that were like fucking Casey Anthony while she was in custody, and like one of them hid her at his place for 2 weeks. So like you have piles of cops like simping and like risking their careers to get some nasty from like a child murdering whore. So that really illustrates, you know, part of the problem.
How old were you the first time you had sex?
17.
Do you remember it's special?
It was disgusting.
And that's what made it special?
It was with a fat girl. And she wouldn't stop talking about her dead dad.
She's like, let's so I could forget about my dead dad.
Yeah.
How about you?
I don't know why they had this woman on here. She's not funny at all, and she's not attractive, and she's wearing a shirt with a nig on it.
I was 18. In the back of a Jetta.
In the back of a car?
Jetta, yeah. It was my boyfriend.
Jetta.
Oh, how long?
How long was the sex?
No.
How long did we date?
Yeah.
Like 4 years.
Wow. Holding out on him.
No, we didn't wait 4 years to have sex. We got it.
Then you got married.
Then we got married.
Have you been married?
I've never been married, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Sam Hyde sold out, obviously, but like, it's just the content of these clips that I'm gonna play it, right?
Really?
I like whoever made these clips is kind of aware, right? Because this next segment, they titled this next segment "Monkeys Fight Over Sour Grapes."
Are you married, Sam?
No,
Did you know?
And like, watch Sam and Nick turn into the biggest fucking cucks with Dasha here, dude.
Mensa?
Me too.
Are you? Are you for real? Show my details to Dasha. Let her see. But can you press Control F and look for Mensa? That's the fight that I won. Did you see that?
I did see that.
That's pretty sweet, right?
Yeah. Well, you offered to train me.
Oh yeah. Do you care if I mess with my shoe inserts right now?
Perfect. Well, don't worry. Honestly, I don't want to be like white knighting or anything, but like honestly, if anybody even would hit you, I would knock the shit out of Pearl.
Yeah, and Charles and all the other guys, they had that like they with the mirth stuff. Yeah, but like
these are textured. Here, touch it.
I don't want to.
They're textured. Just grab it. Grab it with a fist, hard. Feel it. Feel the bubbles. See, it's massaging. I'm not gonna let you get beat up.
Yeah, I'm not like white knighting or anything, but
yeah, no, the whoever whoever clipped this, monkeys fight over sour grapes. Yeah, they're calling her like an old bitch too. Like, very funny remark there. I wanna. Where's the clip of? I just wanted to see them calling the thing.
Good job. That's I wanted to die. I wanted to go back to being a fucking simp.
This Boston girl that I had to f her so hard and it still didn't get her off. Like I imagine if I
man
type of behavior.
I know. I just thought it was funny because these guys, people think that they're like the ultimate, like, you know, right-wing chud types, and at the same time, like, you put a, and I'm not saying that I'd necessarily act different. Like, I got played by a girl too, because at the end of the day, like, I'm a red-blooded male, okay? Like, it's easy for me to sit here when there isn't a girl around that I'm not attracted to and just act like, no, I'd never simp. I would never do it. But, like, I'm fucking human, man. You know, the best I can do is, like, shut down. You know, best I can do, like, the best I can muster is to ignore her. That's the best I can do. The best I can do is ignore them. The mechanic, yeah, she's okay. The problem is she's fucking, like, A, she's kind of old, and B, like, constantly surrounded by other men, man, like...
That's the thing. Like, even guys, like the guys with the most depraved fetishes, like microwaving diapers and that type of thing, they know how, like, far gone they are. Like, they're like, oh, no one can ever find out about this. I have to do this secretly. Like, they guys know. Girls do that type of weirdo behavior, and like they don't even think it's worth mentioning. They don't even think it's noteworthy enough to worth mentioning.
You ever travel with a girl who's...
I don't know. Amanda, like, just started ignoring me and responding to the simps in her comments. Agent Amanda, mission failed. Return to base. So I haven't watched all this yet. I covered the scalping a little bit, and you can see I kind of made notes here because of what I was thinking when I wrote this away, you know, so I didn't forget later. But once again, everything gets criticized when you're like a bottom tier male. Anything you do will be framed as the problem. You'll get blamed for, like, everything. Everything you do is bad. But Epstein types hoard all the women, no problem. You're not entitled to pussy. BlackRock hoards all the houses. Oh, you're not entitled to a home. Fuck you. Everything is hoarded. Land is all hoarded. Boomers hoard everything. They all drive the prices up with it. And then when the little people learn, oh, hey, this is how I get ahead in life. I buy everything that people want. I generate like a little monopoly for myself, and then I crank up the price. Now people come out in force. Oh, actually, my children are entitled to the plastic cards at a reasonable price.
You not run! No running!
And you guys wonder why you can't find any of these in the store.
This is deserved. I hope excess males buy out every single toy for the sex havers. I hope that they have to pay. The sex havers should have to pay so much for their children's toys that the excess male scalpers' rent is subsidized as much as it would be if they were splitting it with a partner that they don't have. Every excess male should be entitled to making $1,500, $2,000 a month scalping toys to couples. You deserve it. You have the double income. He doesn't. He needs to scalp. You didn't need to have a children. He's scalping for survival.
Hey, don't do that.
Here. Oh, sorry, go. Go.
Whoa. Really?
The woman crying in the background as the 5'2" balding Indian janitor dives onto the shelf and bear hugs all the Pokemon tins in one fell swoop.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, come on, brother.
Thank you.
No, get the f out of here, dude. I don't do it. Dude, you just bought something. I've been here. You just bought something. I've been...
That was a sick elbow on that boomer. Look at that elbow.
You just bought something. I've been here. You just bought something. I've been...
I can blast him with this elbow. Watch this. Bam! He's got a chin on him, to be honest. I probably would have dropped.
I just had two guys fighting over Pokemon cards.
It's crazy.
I'm about to say something so incredibly brave that no one has ever said before. Scalpers kinda suck. If you're unfamiliar,
hang on. I gotta find a clip. I sent this to somebody. I sent it to First, actually. I gotta scroll up. I was on Facebook Marketplace, okay, and women reward the scalping behavior. Okay, I found there's a guy scalping Pokemon cards on my hang on, boys. I gotta edit this in Paint so I don't dox, but I'll pull it up for you. We need a solid object to block out the location. Okay? And like the memes write themselves, right? So look at this. Okay? This guy is he's very clearly like, you know, scalping Pokemon cards. And his like look at this shit. Right? This is his other listings. And he's doing the soy jack face. Look at this. Look at this. And his like banner on Facebook is like his fucking wedding. Like this guy's married. Look at this guy. This guy, the married soy jack Pokemon scalper Soycock. Women are rewarding this. People are pretending that, like, yeah, showing off his teeth, yeah. Yep. No, the tooth cell pill is brutal, man. Like, my parents basically, it's a combination of abuse and neglect, not not getting your kids' teeth fixed, man. Like, you may as well, especially nowadays, maybe in their days it wasn't such a big deal, but, like, if you let your kid have bad teeth, you're setting them up for a life of being like a homeless vagabond. Because no woman wants to do anything to do with you. The quickest phalo you can have as a guy is a bad smile. Like, it makes you socially awkward. It makes you like withdrawn. You don't want to talk to people. You're always in a bad mood. You're always unapproachable. When somebody does approach you, you've got this fucking gnarled cavern of stalagmites behind your lips. Like, it's just fucked up, man.
familiar with the term? It's basically someone purchasing a product that's in low supply with the intent of selling it at a much higher price so
Dude, it's not about cavities. Women don't care if fucking half of your molars are silver amalgam. They care whether you have that Hollywood white-facing veneer, like, full mouth. Okay, that they don't give a shit that you know, you could have a mouth full of fillings. You could have Swiss cheese for teeth if you get them all filled and they look good. Like they don't care about like the quality of the teeth. They care about the aesthetic of the teeth.
They could make
Women would probably prefer nice dentures to ugly real teeth.
Make a profit. You've likely experienced this in your hobbies, as it seems like scalpers are everywhere, and I mean everywhere. They've actually been around for a really long time, with the first cases dating as far back as 70 BC, with ancient Greek scalpers taking advantage of the high demand to see the first amphitheater. And ever since, you could bet there has been similar activity
Scalping
for events
is the
across the
philosopher's
globe,
hobby,
from
okay?
Shakespeare's live performances to even the same theater.
Scalping is the thinking man's pastime, okay? The Greeks did it, guys.
That held Lincoln's assassination. The way it worked was that scalpers would either hire lots of people to stand at the box office line for them, or they would have insider access to the box office itself, offering to split the proceeds with employees. Jenny Lind was a popular Swedish singer in the mid-19th century, and so when she toured the US in 1851, her fans were so excited to see her perform in person. And even if people weren't fans, this was at a time when there weren't that many celebrities. So if word got out that someone so highly regarded was coming to town, especially one of her talents, it was practically a once-in-a-lifetime event.
Like 1800s. Yeah, scalping is trad. She does look mean. People were scalping the 1800s Taylor Swift tickets. People are just crying about it now because they can't compete. It's okay to scalp all the wives, scalp all the living domiciles, scalp all the land, but don't you dare scalp my children's plastic Zogslop toys. Don't you fucking dare. That's where we draw the line. And you know why they draw the line there? Because those are affordable for the common man. That's the problem.
People were thus more willing to go all out on seats. However, at these shows, the absolute best ones sold out immediately and would be resold by individuals for almost double the price. That's right, they went from only $3 to a whopping $6, which is the equivalent of $247 today. And to make matters worse, there were rumors that Lynn's agents were involved in these markups, damaging her reputation. These types of rumors even affected Charles Dickens. He and his management hated that this was going on, that the morning line was half a mile long, and that they witnessed scalpers arriving to swap places in line with the people they paid to wait there. As Dickens put it, "We are at wit's end how to keep tickets out of the hands of speculators. The young undergraduates of Cambridge have made a representation to Longfellow that they are 500 strong and cannot get one ticket." So here we are over 150 years later, and not much has changed. Well, with the exception that scalping is so much easier nowadays.
Yeah, easier.
Released a limited edition $44 emo axolotl plush for April Fool's Day. They quickly got snatched up and soon after appeared on eBay, going for as high as $300, and tried to resell them.
People scalping Popeye's chicken sandwiches. Oh, yeah. Nobody bought the chicken. Oh no. Nobody bought my Popeye's chicken sandwiches. I guess I'll just have to eat all of them myself.
Outside the store and even on Facebook Marketplace. But you want to know something that's always free? Subscribing. If you're enjoying the ride so far, please consider doing that. It really does help out a lot. Thanks.
You know what this reminds me of? Did you guys hear, like, you guys hear the insanity about the Minecraft, like, the Minecraft movie? There was a similar situation with the Minecraft toys that they were putting in the Happy Meals. Like, apparently the Zoomer guys that were, like, working at McDonald's were, like, stealing the fucking toys out of the Happy Meals to, like, scalp them and, like, relist them on eBay and Facebook Marketplace and other places. There were a whole bunch of, like, mothers complaining that they bought, like, fucking Happy Meals, and when they got home, like, there was no toy in the Happy Meal, just the packaging. You know, it used to be people were getting their mixed, you know, you get an extra mixtape in your Happy Meal. Now that same enterprising young man is stealing your Minecraft toy out of the Happy Meal.
Appreciate it. Now, one of the most notable instances of product scalping came about when the PlayStation 5 was released, as it was incredibly hard for gamers to get their hands on them. It didn't help that the console launched in 2020, so the stock was even more limited due to setbacks caused by the pandemic lockdowns. At one point, this group of people had more inventory than the stores themselves, something that they weren't shy about. A similar story played out around that time when Nvidia and AMD released their brand new line of powerful graphics cards. This was when I was wanting to upgrade my PC. I was so excited when I saw the specs for the 3080, and on launch day, when I tried to order one, the site crashed.
This guy deserves to have his video card scalped, okay? I'm sorry, if I may offend some of my viewers with this. If you are one of these faggots that needs to have double video cards, highest capacity to play the new AAA Zogslop game in 500 frames a second with all shadows rendered and... Okay, you deserve to get it scalped, okay? You deserve it. I'm sorry because you're a pay pig, dude. If you have to play the AAA slop at max settings, you're a pay pig. Yeah, if you're playing the new games, then you deserve to get scalped on the fucking on the video cards. I'm sorry. Any game worth playing, in my honest opinion, you can play right now on like a 5-year, 10-year-old video card. No, I get the 5090 to play old games at 500 FPS. Yes, I need the 5090 so that I can 20 box on World of Warcraft. That's the only justification.
And I join. Company owner states that they're
seeing guys like this seethe makes me happy.
Very in tune with their moral compass.
Keeping consoles off shelves this Christmas. Good. Fuck them. Fuck them, man. I don't get to have kids? Okay, well your kid doesn't get to have a PS5. How about that? Seems fair to me.
But at the same time, they get to see the flip side of the coin. The area that the media and the general public who hate us, quote, scalpers, don't see. To me, owning the PS5 or an Xbox isn't a necessity. It's a luxury, okay?
Based scalper dunking on these people, okay? You are not entitled to the Xbox or the PS5. You don't need it to survive. Go outside. Touch grass. You don't need the console. It's not that important. Go shoot some hoops, cuh. Okay? And he's completely justified. I was actually having a conversation with a friend the other day about this because I was test running some of these ideas on him. He's a Zoomer, and we were discussing scalping. And the topic of, what you'd want to hoard in an apocalypse, came up. And obviously the most lucrative things, you'd want to hoard stuff that, like, people need for survival. Insulin and stuff like that. right? But people would feel morally justified in killing you if you were scalping and hoarding insulin. You know, you'd get one of these people that thinks like, fuck this guy, my kid's gonna die, I can't afford to pay the 2,500 bottle caps or whatever the new currency in the wasteland is for this vial of insulin. I'm gonna fucking kill him and take it. This asshole is killing people because he's not handing out his diabetes medications. But yeah, and my opinion was that, you know, I wouldn't want to hoard these things because people would feel morally justified in, you know, killing me to get them when they didn't want to pay the price. And maybe they might not share that opinion for, you know, luxuries like alcohol and cigarettes and hash browns and potato chips. Or in this case, PS5s and Xboxes. But I don't think there's a distinction here. You know, the scalper actually has like a good point. You know, you don't need these. They are a luxury. And this guy's just going to sit here and seethe about it.
If you can afford to spend $450, spending the extra $100 should be pretty marginal if you got cash ready to splash on that. Yes, some families are gonna have to pay another $100, but what you don't think about is our members. They've got 30 consoles. They're making $100 on each one. And then they're making a good month's salary in a couple of days. The older members quit their jobs and spend more time with the family, with their kids, renovate their house, bought the wives new cars, they bought them...
I bought myself a new E-Class, okay? This scalping is good for me. You know, I'll put your $100 to better use than you could. You know, the base scalper bringing up the wifey and the wifey and the kids and the family. I'm doing this to feed my family. I could be hawking rotten cantaloupes out of the back of my truck, but instead I'm providing a service. I'm hoarding PS5s.
Selves new cars. And in further regards to its members, he stated that what they're doing is they're being entrepreneurs. They're going out, creating a side income, and they're doing something that 90% of the population can't be bothered to do. Whatever we may think of this, there's no denying that they're only able to be that successful because there was a market there. And even though the type of item...
Yeah, sell fentanyl to people's kids, no problem. Sell PS5s to people at a 20% markup, here comes the attempted lynchings.
...changes over time, there will always be a demand for something. A new cash cow. And right now, the biggest market to tap into for big bucks is Pokemon. An incredibly popular franchise that could always put out highly sought after items. But everything I've talked about so far is just a cycle that gets worse the longer it goes on. There has to be more change to prevent the headaches they bring upon us. Fortunately, actions have been put in motion. Many stores now have limits to how much a single customer can buy.
Yo, this is gonna be the next thing. It's gonna be like fucking back in the Sudafed days. You're gonna have to get homeless people to go into the store and fucking smurf for you to buy out all the Pokemon because there's a limit on how many you can purchase.
And at some places, they could only be accessed behind the counter. Those Pokemon vending machines now have text stating that loitering is not allowed. Costco now has security overlooking the cart sections to enforce the purchase limit and to further prevent altercations. They also have lined up carts that were put together with a maximum number of permitted boxes. Smaller stores have resorted to removing the plastic from boxes, and some even draw on them too. In Japan, during the PS5 drought, one of the chains would write the name of the buyer on the box itself. There are also instances where shops would ask questions to make sure that a buyer is actually a fan of the product, and not just there to try to make a quick buck. In regards to GPUs, companies have made an effort to try to sell them directly to customers, either through a
These people aren't trying hard enough. If you want to be the super scalper, okay, you gotta have like 10 changes of outfits in your cars. You've gotta have like a stack of those like realistic masks, okay? And you keep hitting it over and over and over again. Come in with a new disguise each time.
form or through their own Discord server. Consumers themselves have also taken on the responsibility of minimizing scalpers by putting up eBay listings for reasonably priced graphics cards. They make it clear that the listing is only for something like the image of a GPU, but a bot would likely miss this and would still automatically make a purchase. But by far, the most effective countermeasure to scalpers is to make more supply to meet demand. That's
this guy has got like a Hassan viewer tier understanding of economics. Yeah, companies, you gotta just flood the market with product. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll defeat the scalpers.
It's easier said than done, but it is incredibly effective. In 2007, when the tickets for his tour were being scalped, country singer Garth Brooks took that as a challenge. Whenever he sold out a show, he would just announce another one in the same town, which led to him holding the record for most concerts in a single tour at 390. This also resulted in scalpers either losing money or reselling the tickets at the price they paid. Additionally, Sony eventually did catch up with the PS5 demand and essentially forced scalpers to sell their supply at a loss. Then there's Pokemon, which is once again the highest grossing media franchise ever, and
highest grossing media franchise ever, dude. Fucking Disney on suicide watch right now. I'm not even surprised, to be honest. I feel like it's kind of run its course, though. I think it's capitalizing on nostalgia, and for me, it started getting kind of silly when so many, like, there's Pokemon now that are just, like, inanimate objects, right? Like, I think the most recent legendaries were, like, bicycles, right? So, it kind of jumped the shark. Someone said in the chat, scalping guide. You said there's a black guy that gives guides on how to scalp. What was his channel's name? Do not open a card score. War with scalp. Learn to scalp. Here's this soy jack gonna teach us how to scalp. The card father. Okay.
Well, it finally happened. I had to do it.
No, we want the real thing. Chris Sane. Okay. Yo.
Let's try this again, man.
Let's try this again, man. Scalping in 10 minutes. Oh, I mean, this is day trading. I want to be boots on the ground. I want to be in stores fucking doing battle with other scalpers, okay? I want to be making mothers that aren't physically equipped to fight their way through the Pokemon mosh pit to the card tins scream, okay? That's what I want. None of this day trading. I want to be doing battle in the toy aisle, okay? Anyway, that's about it. I just wanted to clear out all my tabs. I was scared I was going to have a fucking browser crash. So, nice talking to you dudes. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, if I'm still alive and being tortured, I'll probably be back to vent about it. Have a good one, dudes.